Scorpios, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter yearly 2018 tarot reading. Now I know the Scorpions have been through hell the last couple years. And now we made it through the eclipses. And Jupiter October 10th went into your sign. And now Saturn's going to be moving out of your second house of values. Third week in December, so it's going to be kind of full speed ahead after that. The first of the year, anyway. And I'm going to be doing my 7-card chakra spread. The 7 main cards, which have clarification cards with it, signify the chakra pressure points of the body. And the cards on the far left are the past, and the cards on the right are the future. Now the cards next to the past card on the bottom are the base of your spine for what I call sourcing and urgings, which can be from past life experiences, from your childhood all the way up to the present, and how you think about them. The cards up above that are for your sacrum or pelvic, for your spiritual awakening and growth of all kinds. And the cards up above that are the solar plexus for feeling and sensing. This is where gut feelings come in. Now this pillar is your unconscious inner self. And the cards in the center are the heart of the matter. And the cards on the bottom right from the center cards are your throat for communicating and teachings. The cards above that are your third eye for envisioning and enlightenment. And the cards above that are the crown for knowing and understanding that hopefully equals wisdom. Now this pillar is the conscious foreself. And Carl Jung, the father of symbolism and psychotherapy, believed that the unconscious inner self wasn't talking to the conscious foreself. And hopefully this reading is going to help you communicate between these two realms. Let's go over and take a look at your past cards. You received the Knight of Wands and the Devil card. Well, it's good to have them in the past at least. The Knight of Wands is an impetuous fire energy. This is kind of energy where you're not thinking before acting. There can be a lot of risk, dangers, challenges. It's time to slow down a little bit. From experience, this knight can wallop you with his wand, almost unconscious. And there is going to be some conflict involved when this card is here. And also it can bring in some unexpected changes in his arrival and his wake. And this could signify an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarian that's in your life, that's kind of wreaking havoc or has wreaked some havoc. Or maybe it's you having this persona. And it's not always that pleasant to get the Devil card as the clarification card, but it's there. It's saying there's some type of addiction, excesses, obsessions. Maybe it's you, maybe it's with somebody that you know or live with. A lot of times this card is all about denial. The person that's doing these excesses is in denial, and the people that are helping them out is in denial too. And this unfortunately goes right down the line of the Page of Wands too, that can have lack of control. There's some type of bondage that somebody's been in that, I don't know, you got your foot in a trap. Kind of feels like you've been in some kind of rut or stagnation of some sort. There's been a lot of obstacles, it appears, in your past. But the funny thing is that you always have the keys to your kingdom. You just relinquished your power. You empowered other people to make decisions in your life, it appears. But I think that's going to be changing. These cards down at the base of your spine for your sourcing and urgings. You receive the Moon and the Three of Cups. Now the Moon card is great to get for Scorpio because they're the psychic of the zodiac sign. They're able to connect with their intuition. Their synchronicities is incredible. And dreams as well. This Moon card is indicating that the Devil card has brought the shadow self out in somebody. And maybe the Three of Cups, which is the celebration card, is saying there's been a bit too much indulgence of some sort. But then again, this card can mean that you are celebrating. There's been some kind of teamwork thing going on. Or you accomplished something, or there's an ascension going on. I think it's going to be a little different for everybody. I think at some point you were kind of thinking about a lot of false truths because of the Devil card with the Moon card now. This Moon card can make things seem like what they really aren't. Appearance isn't everything. And I think at some point a lot of the Scorpions have kind of went into themselves during this really difficult time. But the Three of Cups, just even the number 3 itself, means creation. Two forces making a third force, synergism, which means working together. So deep down inside, you're feeling really good about yourself, but you're paying heed to your intuition and your dreams, which is a good thing for Scorpions. Now the cards up above for your sacrum and pelvic, for your spiritual awakening and growth, receive the Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Now this could be about finances, money, and some type of stability. Because there is stability that comes with the King of Pentacles. He does have the Midas touch. But he's not a greedy person. He just likes the luxuries that come with making money. But the Four of Pentacles is called the Miser card. And it can say also that there's a security financially. But it usually indicates that you've been hanging on to something that isn't serving you any longer. It's time to get rid of the meaningless things in your life. Or with this connected to the Devil, it's saying getting rid of the obsessive things in your life, whether it be you or somebody in your life. 4 is the number of stability, and you're seeking that. I don't think you had that in the past, but now you're starting to build a foundation. I can feel it. And the cards up above are your solar plexus for your feeling and sensing. You're looking at everything with optimism because you received the Sun card and the Six of Wands. The Sun card is like a dissipation of a fog, and now you're finally seeing things for what they are. The Moon card down there had you in darkness and in reflective light, and I think you were reflecting back then. But now you're in the warmth and life-giving rays of the sun. This brings abundance and joy, clarity, happiness. But it requires you to live a simple life. Don't take things for granted. This card shines a spotlight on anything that you draw your attention to. And what you have, it appears, is going to be very successful because you received the Six of Wands as the clarification card for the Sun card. Now this could mean that you won some type of competition or contest. It's more of winning some type of opposing force. And now you're being recognized for your acumen, for the decisions that you've made, for where you're going now and where you'd been. Now the cards in the center for the heart of the matter, you receive the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. It's always nice to see a king because it does mean you're taking control. And all kings actually help you obtain your long-term goals. Now this King of Wands is saying that it's put you through some type of test. It wants you to strengthen yourself. It's put you through some type of endurance that now you're being recognized for with the Six of Wands. You have the ability now to make good judgment through this King of Wands' eyes. He's indicating now that there's some infinite possibilities, and you have the determination and the ambition to go forward with them, to find and seek your goals. But now you have to make some decisions because you received the Seven of Cups card. And everything isn't what it appears to be, as the Moon card is saying down there. So you have to be really careful about what you choose with the Seven of Cups. I don't think there's confusion involved in it. A lot of times this card indicates splayed energy and confusion. It's more like you have really solid options, and you just have to choose the right one. But here you have the Hierophant as a second clarification card. And his presence indicates that you've been seeking some type of truth or truth. There's been some unknowns going on, and maybe that's why you have to make some decisions now. The word Hierophant means to show or make known. And certainly the unknown is going to be exposed to you. Now the cards on the bottom right for your throat for communicating and teaching. You receive Death and the Star card. What a great combination. I love the Death card. And the Death card does personify Scorpios. So this is your card. This is you. You're transforming now. There's going to be a rebirth, a regeneration, a resurrection. You're going to be the phoenix rising out of the ashes. How exciting. And the Star card is the new beginning card. And of course, this is about guardians. And it has a real celestial, cosmic feel to it. And it's also a clarification card, just like the Sun card. You know, the fog is rising, and now you're seeing things with clarity. And it's time to heal. And it's time to have hope at the bottom of Pandora's jar. And yes, she had a jar, not a box. But this card is about orientation, orienting yourself to what direction you want to go. And that goes along with making a decision with the Seven of Cups. Dante found his way out of the inferno of what he considered hell with the Star. And maybe the Scorpions are climbing out of hell that they've been through for the last couple years. There is a light in the tunnel. And now the card's up above for your third eye, for envisioning and enlightenment. You receive the Six of Pentacles and the Sun card again. This is saying you have to have some appreciation for where you're going. The Sun card is bringing you abundance again. Enlightenment. This is the enlightenment category, and you have the enlightenment card. The Six of Pentacles is usually the give and take card. But here it's feeling like it's more of finding balance. I don't think you've felt balanced in the past. Well, especially with the Knight of Wands and the Devil card there. There was no balance. Now the Sun card is about abundance, and the Six of Pentacles card is reminding you to share your abundance with people. And it is warning you to make good choices. Don't overextend yourself in giving. Don't hoard everything like the Four of Pentacles over there as the Miser card. Find balance between give and take. What is it to be rich if you can't share it with people? What is it to be happy and have joy if you can't share it? Because those aren't solitary feelings. They're solidary feelings. Now the card's up above for your crown, for your knowing and understanding. You receive the Seven of Swords and the Hanged Man. So somebody's been stealing something. This is the charlatan card, the Seven of Swords is. But then again, this card can mean that you're escaping or leaving something, and I think that's more of what's going on. There's two things going on. Let's just go back there, because you had the Devil card in the past, and somebody's been stealing from you with this obsessions or this addiction. Or maybe you're stealing from yourself, and most of the time you're stealing your own emotions. And you don't want anybody to notice, or whoever's doing this addiction thing doesn't want anybody to notice. You just want to sneak away under the radar. But if you can free yourself from this rut, this denial, these routines, you're going to have a good future. And the Hanged Man is about sacrifices and gaining wisdom. And he is telling you to take a time out. You know, you've been resisting change in a funny way. And it's saying this is not the year to do that anymore. And the future cards, the first main future card, the Hermit, is pretty much the same as the Hanged Man, except there isn't as much sacrifice involved in it. He's seeking wisdom and then is required to go out and share the wisdom with other people. And it's right next to the Sun and the Six of Pentacles that's saying it's time to share. But you are looking for some guidance and enlightenment to make the decisions that you have to make. And the first clarification card is the Two of Wands, and it is a decision card. So it's now saying make some wise decisions. And if you do, you're going to receive the Ten of Cups, the happiness card. And this is a glimpse of heaven over the Rainbow of Cups. And this card too requires you to live a simple life. You know, honesty, unpretentiousness. Don't take things for granted. Happiness and love is the simplest pleasures you can have in life. And you have to accept it. Because a lot of times people have been denying this happiness. And over back there in the past, with the Devil card, it was saying that you were denying your own happiness. And now make decisions to make 2018 a happy year. You have the Death card there that's personified, and the Death card is moving right towards your future with the Star card in front of it. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.